All right, we're here. Sorry for the delay. I had some IRL things I needed to take care of, but we're at the tail end of this. This is gonna get released in the next couple of days. I did a little bit outside work, off-stream work actually, and it was pretty much just CFX. Last night after I didn't Desert Mystery, I did. Last night I did a little bit of the final section. There's only one portion left, which we'll do in the next hour or so. But yeah, this will probably be released on December 1st. So let's see what we got. It was pretty much effects that I've been working on for the entire time tonight. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to really stream like that. Okay. Let's see. So right now, we're at 55 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to push this to an hour. I'm trying not to, but this is definitely looking like it's going to be pushing to an hour. So give me 1 second. We'll get started. We'll finish up with the punishment. The punishment game is pretty much done, but I actually have to review it. Let's see. I love it. All right. Oh, before I forget, Heart. It took me so long just to get her sound clip. Her ha 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 ha. Oh my god. I went through like 600 Dark Dawn assets just to, well, sound effects just to find it. I'm like, damn. Why did y'all have to do that? Also, we did add the airship sound effect for when Jenna gets blasted over here, which we'll play real quick. All right. It works. It really, really does work. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, Heart sound effect, it took so long to get, but we actually found it. But it's funny, like, it's only her and Blotto, well, Spade, because I'm not using the damn English names because it's stupid. They have Spade and Heart motifs on their clothing, but anyways, it's funny that her and Spade literally have the only two actual laughters, like actual like vocals in that game. Like really, like you might as well just dub the entire game at this point. Okay, but anyways, as I mentioned, the punishment game between Isaac and Mia are pretty much done. We adjusted things a little bit over here. So Saturos, whatever you want to call this, Pre-Saturos 1. Yeah, Pre-Saturos 1. Pre-Saturos 1 is actually officially done now. Let's do it one more time. All right.
終わりだ。まだまだ。
覚えてなさい。
うわ。正気か。
ほら。
調子に乗るな。
Wait a minute.
大丈夫か。
What the fuck? Hold on. Didn't I? I did. Oh, hold on. It's very low.
終わりだ。
Yeah, it is. We added an edit sound effect, but it's way too low, so we wouldn't have been able to hear it. There we go. We added the mama.
終わりだ。まだまだ。
覚えてなさい。
うわ。正気か。
ほら。
調子に乗るな。
Perfect.
大丈夫か。
さっきからちょこまかと許さないんだから。
邪魔だ。
ほら。逃げろ。あれ。
ジャッジメント。よせっての。甘い。
One thing I noticed.
イラプション。
One thing I noticed. I noticed this last night actually. There's nothing we can do because we're like very, very deep into this, and this is more so an issue because the whole Adobe Animate kamikazeing everything when we were actually working on it. Let's see. Unless you're very, very keen-eyed, there we go. Isaac's head. I made this way too big. Isaac's head is gonna kind of blend into that a little bit. But it's not a deal breaker per se. Like it's fine. Like right there. Like no one's gonna notice it. But remember, initially this was not the effect that we were using. But I didn't want to take any chances with how things were going with that Adobe Animate project file. Like there was way too much crazy nonsense happening. So this is a thing. I noticed it. I'm not gonna like cry or spill milk. Okay. So now we we have to watch the punishment game just to make sure there's nothing too crazy happening. Then we'll finally wrap with the last section of this. I don't want this to push an hour because that's 5 minutes worth of dialogue. But if it's pushing an hour, it's pushing an hour. We're at 55 minutes and 1 second. Oh, you're being too reckless. You're being too reckless. All right. I'm gonna put a smile on my face. Ivan is probably, yeah. I should actually rearrange it. Ivan is probably not okay with there. Is probably not okay over there. Wait a minute. Swear to God, I will literally be so pissed off if that's the thing. It's not. I'm just bugging out right now. That's why. All right. We're not even gonna bother with it. It's just I'm just having evil vision for some weird reason tonight. All right. Where are your comrades? Should I do that? Give me a second. Should I do that? I think I should. Give me one moment. All right. That's fine. We'll do we are. We'll do where. I feel the only I feel the only thing my clan tasked me to do. How can you understand what I'm feeling right now? I think. How can you understand? Yeah, that's fine. All right. Actually, I'm fine with that. I'm actually. Hey, what's up? I'm just wrapping up this. I'm just wrapping up this project, and we're pretty much good to go. I'm gonna try to release this in the next couple of days. This has been going on so long. We're at an hour with this. Let's see. I'm happy that we actually changed this. All right, so yeah, this CapCut wouldn't have been able to handle all this. It would have just lagged like crazy. Saturos, I'll take care of you in a moment. I have to take care of a problem. There's an amazing amount of bloodlust over there. All right. All right, we have to be very careful with this. I want to do something different. Okay. All right. The punishment game is a very scary game. Wait, what? Why are they cooked? Oh my god. Oh, I'm changing the rules a bit. Damn. Okay, I have to actually adjust that a little bit. I'm gonna put Udasai right here. Udasenai. Uh, how loud is that? That's fine. Let's save that. Damn, I remember that VTuber fighting game from like a couple of years back. Oh my god, that game was actually fun. Because I'm familiar with VTubers, it's just not my cup of tea watching them. But the fighting game was fun. Oh man, that game was fun as hell. I'm gonna change these rules real quick. Anyways, answer my questions clear and concise. We're fine with that. Don't answer my questions with questions. I hate when people do that. You'll ask a question, then they'll just ask a question right on top of your question. Like, bro, just answer my question already. All right. No line. I'll know right away if you're lying to me. I'm gonna fix that. It's just to make this flow a little bit better. Don't try to cheat the game. That's all. Any questions? If I end up playing the game, what do I gain? Do I have foo? I do. Give me one moment to actually grab that. There we go. Sound effects, getting sound effects to work is hard sometimes. All right, right here should be good. There we go. Perfect. Save it. I'm gonna get rid of it simple. Just so we don't really need to say it's simple. Like we get it. She says it's clear as day. All right. It should be comma. Well, it should be clear as day, but I'll be cryptic for the suspense. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh my god. Jeez. That's crazy. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, whoops. I'm fine with your answers. You know what? I'm gonna put fine there. Oh man, that's actually kind of crazy. Non-binary. Okay, okay. Uh, I'm apostrophe. I forgot the apostrophe. I'm fine with your answers. Ready when you are, Mia. Okay. I was being very cheeky with this one. Isaac, that girl from before, what's your relationship with her? We know because of anime they do this a lot, but I was being kind of I was being sassy with this. Sorry, answer the question, Isaac. I'm already losing my patience. But again, we're not doing any crazy ships here. They're just childhood friends from the same village. We are not doing ships. All right. And I hate this morality question because again, everybody's different. So carrying on, if you had to choose between helping your friend or me, who would you choose? It's no better than would you save your friend? Who would you save? The lives of many or the lives of one? It's such a screwed up question. Oh, ho ho ho! Look at that! Ah, I hate when that happens. I swear to God, this is. I don't know how this happens. There we go. Save. I said that earlier. I won't say one last warning. Isaac, I'm warning you. There we go. Isaac, I'm warning you. Answer my questions. Precisely. My OC has his own world and relationship, and I'm not on OC, and I'm real life me with my own world and relationship. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. Usually, when I usually see original characters, their creators give them their own. They give them their own personal world and relationships. It's weird with like Sonic because it gets so out of hand. Like I've seen so many OC Sonic characters. Like I think Dorkly used to make like gags about that about Sonic OC characters. But yeah, usually they do have their own worlds. Okay, and again, here comes the morality thing. I'm pretty sure the community will be fine. Sure. All right. Again, this is a morality thing. What more could he have done? He has his own mission to do. You can't be that. You can't save everybody. Is what I'm getting at. It's like, sure, these guys are cooked. They're trees, but what more can you do? Beating Tret saved nothing. Tret didn't have enough power to actually turn them back into humans. So what more can Isaac do? Isaac can't do anything. And that's what I'm trying to make him like. People realize like, yeah, you can't always be the hero. You can't save everybody. And he has to think of the greater good. Okay, we need foo again. Foo. You put in a lot of work. Someone did tell me like this would benefit more so if this was dubbed, but nah. Dubbing sprite animations is weird. Because you don't want to put yourself in a position where a lot of old school sprite animations got screwed up because they dubbed it and people just left the project. So people would get so like, what's the word? People would love a voice so much and they'd be like, oh man, this guy's not doing the voice no more. So I'm not gonna like the sprite animation because this guy's not voicing this character anymore. This guy fit the voice really well. That's why voice dubbing sprite animations is not a good thing because you just never know what could happen. Hell, a voiceover might be popular than you, more popular than you are. You don't want to like kill. You don't want to kill a project because of like voicing issues. Hell, that happened with Ruby, but we won't get into that. We don't need two of them. We'll save the one at the end of it here. Yeah, we just need one of them. I mean, yeah, we can actually talk about it real quick. Crow's voice actor was extremely popular, but because of issues, he got removed. It's not Johnny Young Bosch. I mean, Johnny Young Bosch is a good voice actor, of course, but I mean, Old Crow was actually pretty good. So, anyways, what I'm getting at, if you do dubbed for sprite animation and people like a certain voiceover and they end up leaving, that might kill your sprite animation. That's why with this, it's like, no, dubbing is not a good thing for this. I'm gonna have fun time explaining that later. Which is true, which is very true. That's a common naivety thing that MCs do. Okay, that's fine. Having in the forest OST in the background actually really does work. I need an exclamation point. I wasn't trying to use it, but I'm gonna need it. Where the hell is it at? It should be right here. It would have been bad if I didn't use it. All right. Fuck. So it's so silly. He's frozen, and yeah, we're gonna keep it anyways. It's so silly. I need to change that. But not 100% accurate. Her mannerisms and speech. Yeah, we'll put speech. Well, not 100% accurate. Her mannerisms and speech were too close for me to ignore. That sounds better than actions, because Jenna doesn't really be doing much. Vanilla Jenna. She's your childhood friend. There we go. All right, we're good. We're good. So Isaac, you see why trust you is not possible? She's your childhood friend. Okay. This one it just turns into Phoenix, right? But it's all good. Let me move this. This is a little bit too far to the right. See, we have to be very, very careful with these icons. You wouldn't want a bad play to come back to haunt you, right? Um, fine. Why are you questioning my authority as game master? Isaac, I'm not playing any more games. I'm not playing any more games. I'm not playing games anymore, Isaac. Yeah, that's fine. I need to grab foo 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 foo, don't I? I do. Foo 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 foo. Let's. Where are you? Oh, come on. It's that small. Alright, fine. Oh. Wait. The fuck? Wait, what? Huh? Okay. Damn. Where the hell did it go? Okay. There we go. Let me just make sure. Okay. All the way back here? Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, we gotta put it right there. Yep, this is definitely Phoenix, right? What time is it? Alright. Which he's not wrong. I have to fix it. I have to fix it. It's so annoying. Because I have to make sure it's directly over her head, and it's not. And it sucks because it's barely even noticeable, but I notice it. There we go. Yeah, I had to do it. But, yeah, right there's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's supposed to be a question mark. I am an idiot. All right. See, this is definitely Phoenix, right? Okay. All right. Let's do your thing. We did a Dragon Ball here. Oh, so I did change things up from yesterday. And we're going to fix that. That I wasn't. Just to make things flow better. That I wasn't lying as well. Right. And as mentioned, this is probably going to get released on the 2 days. Okay, that's yeah. We're not. So we won't say it's a. I think that's a loophole. Is fine to say. Yeah, that's a loophole. Is fine to say there. So I wasn't misleading you in the slightest. That's not fair. Eh, yeah, I think that's a loophole. Is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's change it. How is that even fair? Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that's having him say, but that's a loophole. It doesn't feel right. All right. So let's read this again. Hold on. We got to go back. Yeah, we have to go back here. The game master has made this game not fair to the player. Violates the integrity of the game. I need a fair shot at answering the questions. But if you say something that's not 100% accurate, then how am I supposed to answer it truthfully? Yeah, this works. That was in so good right there. Okay. Okay. So the game. There, yep, there it is. There it is. So I wasn't listening to you in the slightest. So the game has been fair to you this entire time. Now we can say that's a loophole. That's your favor. There we go. Yep. That's clearly a loophole, Mia. You're altering the rules to fit your favor. There we go. We'll keep her. We'll keep her cryptic. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. How am I supposed to answer your questions properly? Oh, this part's new. I'm telling you this not as the game master, nor the person who holds, who holds. Gotta be careful Wait a minute. We don't need to add Kono. We're almost done. Yep, there it is. Why? Ooh. I hate when that happens. And it's right. All things you said Jenna did, how would she do all that in her current situation? Yep, there we go. But I gotta reword that. Mia, all those. Okay. Mia, all those things, all those. There we go. Mia, all those things you said Jenna did, how would she do that in her current situation? All right, what I need is the ice crack. We did some shit here. That took so long, but we did it. I'm gonna go all the way back over here. Copy that. And now, yeah, we're literally almost done. Holy shit! It's been a little bit, but we can actually get a video out soon. All right. Right there. Come on. I gotta be so like specific with this. All right, cool. Now it's this section. Now let's listen to music. Wait, what? I didn't even notice that. Fuck. Okay. Save this. All right. Okay. What the fuck? How? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Huh? What the fuck? Ugh. That's why I don't like DaVinci Resolve at times, because you've seen this right here. Why is it? Because it shouldn't do that. Because nothing else is selected. And That's so weird, but whatever. I guess not. Okay, sure. Okay. We're almost done. Bernardo. Ooh, this place sucks. That final grind before you get to the data room. Oh, it's so stressful. We shouldn't have gotten far. Come on. What time is it? Okay. Being sassy. Also, take care of I'm really pretty. No, we don't need to do that. I can tell that's not. Yeah, I can see it from there. Fuck you. All right. Thoughts. Oh, hey, you want to see this? We did. Yeah, it's all good. I'm releasing this on Monday. To probably, I think. But for the most part, this is it's all good. But it's all good. This is probably gonna be released soon, very very soon. So we're doing I'm just doing my last checks, adding in some little bit more dialogue, and we should be good to go. But for the most part, yeah, this is really good. I'm liking the way this looks. I did your suggestion. We've added an actual airship noise to when Jenna gets blasted, which I'll play right now for you. Let's see. Oh yeah, might as well show you. Oh, yep, there it is. Kind of fucked up a little bit there. No, we didn't. We were good. Where is it? One thing that grinded my gears, which I'll show in a second after we hear this. All right, let's see. It works. It really does work. It really does. We'll hear one more time. Whoops. It's so good. It's so good. One thing that one thing I did add, we were gonna keep the electricity sound just to simulate this. So we there's kind of a static noise happening in the background here. It helps. It's not too loud, but I think we're good. One thing that really grinded my gears, I had to go through all 700 of Dark Dawn's sound files to find Heart's laughing thing. That took so long, but I finally found it. It's weird that her and I just use their Japanese names because it makes sense. Her Spade and Hearts, they're the only ones who actually had like actual like vocals. It took so long to find, but I found it, so I just put it in there. I'm assuming it's just we just used it twice. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, like, and the problem is Dark Dawn's sound effects, they're just called SFX like 1, SFX 2. This was SFX 106. I'm like, come, I was actually just going through all of that just to find it, just to find one clip. And it works. Yeah. So the thing works. Okay, but aside from that, we definitely changed this up a little. Oh, we had fun with this one. We're gonna play this. I'm gonna change it a little bit later on, but we had fun with this. I was actually like giddy the entire time doing this. Ah, I didn't know that. Fun facts. Let's just go. Minarity's being the voice of reason here. I don't think I need to change anything here, but I'll do one last final like go around with this tomorrow just to see. We need a strategy. I'm not a party member. Which is true. She can just warm herself up. And we got to keep it toward how her personality is. Felix, handle her or I will handle her. Minarity's being the voice of reason here. We could have just left. Right? This next part was so fun to do. I was throwing shade at Sonic over there with that one. Possession, Twin, Baker. I was definitely throwing shade at Sonic. Yep. I know. I had to say I took it. I definitely took it. Before that. Also, the ongoing gag. Isaac, you arrived here not too long ago, correct? Yes, they got a head start on us. We've been chasing them the entire time. They beat us here. You must have just missed them. I took that shot too. That's number 3. Yep. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is gonna be very fun. We're doing a we're doing something here. But we'll go back a little bit. How dare you know nothing about me, what I've gone through. It's exactly the same. This part, it was last second, but I love it. When I did it yesterday, I was like, okay, we're keeping this. Young man, please cover your ears. Oh man. Oh man. Every time. Every time. And having Isaac and Garrett do the explanation point actually helps out too. And having Minority be the instigator actually good too. You know what? Let's stay here a bit. This is rather entertaining, Saturos. And I've noticed, unfortunately, with Golden Sun font, I can't just do dot 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 dot. It's gonna be the dots are gonna be at the bottom right here. So I had to use asterisks in order to simulate the dot dot dot. So this is just technically dot dot dot. Yep. Exactly the same thing. Calling me crazy. I'm pretty sure you called me a foul name. Calling me a really. It's not 100% accurate, which people are going to call out. I had so much fun with this one. Having Felix do the exclamation point sells it too. And I had to do it. I took this shot too. I had to do this. I was extremely giddy when I wrote why. It's funny, that's the only dialogue in the game until the epilogue that he actually says something, and it's just why. And Minority just being the instigator right now. I gotta fix this. Oh boy. I was having fun with this. Because you're saying this internally. Alright. This next part actually adds into it. So Mia is gonna be smiling the entire time while Isaac and Garrett just have their dialogue. The whole entire time, I just had the biggest cheese on my face doing that. And again, having Minority be the instigator here just adds more to this. Ha 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 ha, child. From one moment to another, do you think you just said that out loud? Oh wait, I said that out loud? Yes, you said it rather passionately too. How brave of you. I'm happy you were open, very open about your feelings. Uh-huh. Exactly the same. So suspenseful. We're keeping this somewhat the same, but I added why. Because it makes no sense that he was like, just take our hostages and go. Why? Why would we do this? I can't expect you to leave our hostages now. You know, Felix is right here, right? Which again, yeah, Felix is right there. Why do you want the 1v4 when we have at least a 2v4? Felix is right there. I'm pretty sure he can handle our pure maiden and Kraden if they tried something. He knows better. Except this is the same. Yeah. Yeah, we'll try to make this as suspenseful as possible. Oh, I had fun with this one too. Isaac, Garrett, don't die! Jenna, really? Thanks for believing in us. Because who says that? You with the blue hair, you can die though. I'm like, all right. Also, this part, I had to make it very important for this part. All right. Things are different right now. Yes, I'll be fine. You, on the other hand, might be in trouble. What do you mean? I may not look like it, but I'm not just a healer. I'm the current guardian of Mercury Lighthouse. Which you lit. Don't worry, I'll make sure you pay for making me fail my duties. As I told a very annoying person earlier, mysterious things happen to the people who hinder my duties. Anyway, Saturos, you're quite powerful. We should lose a fight with you. Under normal circumstances. I enjoy giving lessons, so pay attention. There are benefits to being from a mill. We have access to many books regarding the history of the region, which includes the history of this lighthouse. That sassy young man over there isn't the only person who likes to learn. So pay attention. This is important. When Mercury Lighthouse is lit, a miracle happens. The healing Hermes water flows, and the lighthouse shines brightly. The light isn't just for show. The lighthouse pours out potent elemental energy. This being Mercury Lighthouse means that elemental energy is water-based. I figured those legends might have been true. I can tell you're a fire adept just like Garrett over here. That means you two will be weaker. Isn't learning fun? Also, it goes without saying I'm a water adept. This means I get a boost in power. She's right, I do feel weaker than usual. This means nothing. I'll just kill you four quicker. Come on, fools. It would make sense that she's from the area. She's the guardian of the lighthouse. That she should know this would be a thing. So we had to make things a little bit more realistic here, because it's kind of funny that she didn't know about this in game. And Alex had to explain everything. You're like, Mia, you should know this. But Saturos knew, but Mia, this is kind of your job. You should know like the ins and outs of this lighthouse. You're the caretaker. You like literally, this is your lighthouse. Yes, it works. That's why I was trying to actually get to that. Oh yeah, I did that earlier. I added that. So everybody besides Ivan had an effect, had a sound effect when he got blasted. So I added the Ed Eddie sound effect of the mama thing. The smack sells it.
Judgment.
All right. the mama works in the Garrett smack. I always have to just watch it over again because he asks, "How are you, Daijobuka? How are you? Are you all right?"
Judgment.
And this is where I had to be very careful with this because we're going to be doing the punishment game. So we had to build into it. The punishment game lasts a long time. When I'm still working on it, yeah. Oh, also, Ivan is probably not okay over there. Yeah, we have to make this very suspenseful. Adding the Doom sound effect over there, the boom, actually helps. And making it bold actually just makes it even better. Unfortunately, I tried to make a PT Mia do exclamation points bold, but yeah, it looks weird. I guess that can work. Yeah, that works. Any bigger, it'll just be like so weird. So we'll do that. Liability, yes. How pretty. I'm still working on this. I didn't put a portrait here just to I didn't put a portrait just to make it more mysterious about who they're actually dealing with. We don't know. Oh man, I definitely made this a little bit way too crazy. It's a very messed up game. Also, I did a funny right here. Word for word, I did a funny. Oh, did you figure that out on your own? Impressive. I'm quite fond of intelligent boys. I was being very cheeky with this one. Shut up. Some of the questions I asked, I might change it, but so far I do like what's going on here. And we did we started this off very very strong. Isaac, that girl from before. What's your relationship with her? Yeah, that's the big one right there. But we're not doing it for shipping reasons. Carrying on. If you had to choose between that's the point that we're trying to. Carrying on. If you had to choose between helping your friend or me, who would you choose? The big question right there. Who would you choose? So your childhood friend who you built lasting memories with, or me, some random girl who lives in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Everybody sees her as a being crazy. Neither of you. I'll explain, but Mia, whoops, I messed that up. Oh yeah, because I changed this earlier. But Mia, you said Thank God we proofread a lot. You said you'll know if I'm lying, right? And I'll explain how she knows later. Let's see. I'll explain, but Mia, you said you'll know if I'm lying, right? There we go. Having her be like very like soft spoken, like cryptic like that, the pauses definitely just helps the suspense out. And not having the portrait actually really, really does help too. Yeah, I'm not here. There are times where I need to make hard choices. For example, there's a town far from here that is dealing with a curse. They took their axes to the holy tree in a nearby forest, and he started turning people into trees. That has to be capitalized. I'll make it capitalized just in case. There we go. We were in the area and tried to help by calming the holy tree down, but it was too late. The holy tree did calm down, but he didn't have enough energy left to revert those people back. Mia, those people are still trees, but there's nothing more I could do, so we left and came here. What more could I have done? I tried to help, but I couldn't. I can't help everyone. I still have my mission I need to do. Which is true. It's like you can't. That's a common like dilemma that it's a common dilemma that people don't talk about. You can't save everybody. Like Isaac knows this. You saw this at the end of the Lost Age when he knew that what Doom Dragon actually was. He knew it was Felix's parents and his dad, but he still fought the fight anyways. So we're referencing that. He knows he's not a hero. He can't save everybody. It's just in the game we go out of our way to make sure everything is accomplished. But if you really think about it, what if there was never any Hermes water that could heal Trek? The people in Colima would still be trees. That's it. That the the totem pole of trees would still be a totem pole of trees. That the lady would drift down the river. Yeah, they can't fix everything. Like this is why we made him this way. It's like, yeah, I'm not a hero. It's like there's only so much I can do. I tried to help, but I couldn't do anything. I can't help everyone. I still have my own mission to do. So I wouldn't choose neither of you. I'm trying to stop the lighthouses from being lit. While trying to save Jenna and Creighton, but I have to think of the greater good. Let's say Jenna became an enemy, then I'll treat her as one. There we go. He has to think for the greater good. It's one of those. It's the moral question of the century, of our entire lifetime. Would you forsake the world in order to save the life of one person? I mean, hey, it depends. It depends. It really just depends. But with the way we made it, the way we made Isaac here, it's like, yeah, it's a tough question. It is. Let's say Jenna became an enemy. I would treat her as one. But I know. But here, and I fixed this. I would hope she would forgive me someday for choosing to save the world over her. Because again, he knows he's not a hero. He has to make the tough choices, and he would hope that that she would forgive him for choosing the world over her. It's a very tough question. As for you, Mia, you'd be no different. If you became an enemy, I'll do what I need to do. Having her smile, having her smile definitely, yeah. Those are the tough questions for heroes. I'm strong. A few moments ago, you said I was a liability. Which is it? Isaac's gonna do a funny here. Those two are two completely different things, Mia. You can be both strong and a liability. I've said this earlier. You've been hostile towards us from the beginning. Even though we have done nothing to warrant that hostility. I have a duty to help my comrades, and yet you've been attacking everyone. You see why I said you're a liability? He's not wrong. It's like he's he's part of a party. He has to help his party members out, but she's attacking everybody. So Mia, you're a liability. He's not wrong. You trust me. Isaac, that's insane. We just met. Look at the position you're in right now. Hey, it's that hero slash shonen mentality. You, Isaac, you're literally frozen right now. Look at the position you're in. You trust me. And Isaac's gonna be playing hardball. Mia, those two children told me that you were kind and honest. Mia, kids are brutally honest. Why would they lie about someone they care for? Yeah, that's a doozy right there. And I had to do this just to sell it. Yep, that's a tough one right there. The drama is there. And now this is where things get out of hand. I do admit we're kind of nuts with this one. There was a reason I was antagonizing her earlier on. Yeah, that works. You know, yeah, yeah. I'll put why. It sounds but it sounds better with why. Also, while entertaining, there was a reason why I was antagonizing her earlier. There we go. Also, while entertaining, there was a reason why I was antagonizing her earlier on. All right. So, Isaac, do you see why trusting you is not possible? She's your childhood friend. Wait a minute, something's not right. This is now become Phoenix Wright. we're upping the ante a little bit, making this very suspenseful. All right, going off your logic, you never leave loose ends, so you have been truthful this entire time, right? I actually have to read this. Correct, I've been truthful this entire time. So this includes statements you've made in response to my answers. Yes, Isaac, what's your point? Need to be careful here. A statement you said earlier violates the integrity of this game. What? This is the punishment game. I need a fair shot at answering the questions. But if you say something that's not 100% accurate, then how am I supposed to answer it truthfully? Especially with how you wanted me to be clear and concise on top of being truthful. You seem like someone who values rules and honesty, but you're not practicing what you preach. This game should be null and void due to the game master not giving the player a fair chance to win. This entire time I've given you a fair shot. That's not true, Mia. You can tell if I'm lying, so I'll say this. This game has been disingenuous and not possible for me to win. Am I telling the truth? Impossible. So what's the verdict? You're not lying. Yeah, you're not lying. Okay. So that means what I said earlier stands. The game master has made this game not fair to the player, thus making this game null and void, which means, Mia, you lose by default. By you losing, this means... Ooh, yep, I knew it. I knew I forgot something. All right. By you losing, this means your earlier promise is locked in. No more hostilities, and you will aid us. No. What? You're going against your word, Mia? I have no idea what you're talking about, Isaac. Mia, are you being a sore loser? It is? It is? Yeah, it is! Ah, you're right, it is! Ah, I'm so mad. I knew I was missing a... It was probably earlier that I did it. Damn it, you're right, good call. Ah! You are so annoying at times. No more hostilities and you will aid us. No. What, are you going against your word? Are you going against your word, Mia? I have no idea what you're talking about, Isaac. Mia, are you being a sore loser? Sore loser? Did I lose? I don't remember losing. What? The punishment game is still being played. How? You said I wasn't lying. I did. What about it? This game should be over right now. Isaac, I admit you're just as sneaky as that young man. Shall I tell you where you miscalculated? I did a Dragon Ball here. I'm mad, but it worked. Miscalculated. You said that I said something that is not 100% accurate, correct? Yes, I did. You confirmed that I wasn't lying as well. I did. So what's the issue? Earlier, I said that Jenna said things that weren't 100% accurate to what I remember. That wasn't a lie. So I wasn't misleading you in the slightest. So the game has been fair to you this entire time. I was definitely being I was being very funny with that whole little thing. I was like, Isaac brings a good point, but it's like Mia brings up a good point too. I wasn't misleading you. The game has been fair to you this entire time. That's clearly a loophole, Mia. You're altering the rules to fit your favor. I am? You are. How am I supposed to answer your questions properly? Isaac, you're a naive fool. That may cost you in the future. Do you really think that reasoning would be enough to survive this game? Alright, I'm not gonna read this because this is all caps. I need to put as there. Nor as the person who holds your life in her hands. Jesus Christ. Yeah. The all caps really does sell it. Which he didn't. He did not explain why it wasn't fair to her at all. He just mentioned it, but he didn't explain it. So, okay, cool. What about it? You just assumed you won based on that alone. So how we end this, Isaac? Your reasoning isn't enough, but I'll entertain it. I'm giving you one last chance. Can you give a better explanation of your reasoning from earlier? Before you answered that, this entire time I was being honest and genuine. Hopefully that will let you rest easier after this. Jesus, I definitely made her way too, like, psychopathic. I understand. My next answer is not a question, just confirmation. Is that fine with you? What I've gathered, you're implying that Jenna has been busy. Okay. Mia, to confirm, Jenna paid some men to abduct you. She kidnapped those children too. She also tried to kill you as well. Mia, with absolute certainty, can you confirm this? Yes. And there's a big flaw in Mia's logic. It's kind of obvious, but we're gonna entertain it. Mia, can I say something before your final question? If I don't answer right, I may not get another chance. Okay, Isaac. I never saw myself as an intelligent person. I go about my life living without any regrets. Mia, you seem like a very smart person, but there's one thing you're overlooking. What would that be? I've known Jenna for a very long time. I did a funny with this one too. Don't you dare! If you say something like I know her, she would never do those things. It's not that, Mia, think about it. All those feats you just said, how would anybody have time to do them? There it is. The big, oh yeah, Mia, you didn't think about that, did you? How would she be able to have all the time to do this? Go on. Mia, check if I'm telling the truth with what I'm saying. I will. Garrett, Jenna, and I come from Vale, which is at the base of Mount Elf, which is very far from here. Saturos and Minority stole the elemental stars and kidnapped Jenna and Kraden. Garrett and I left Mount Elf and have been chasing them the entire time. Ivan joined us later. Have I been telling the truth so far? Yes. Mia, you personally asked me earlier if I had left here not too long ago. Besides the whole comedic relief thing of you must have just missed them, Mia said I said a specific thing. A specific thing. Mia asked the question. You personally asked me earlier if I arrived here not too long ago. To which I stated that they got a head start on us and we've been chasing them. Wait, it can't be. Mia, you heard them. Jenna's currently a hostage. They even implied Felix would keep an eye on her. I. Saturos and Minority are very powerful. They're using Jenna as an asset to their goals. Since Jenna's a hostage, one would assume they have a close eye on her. Mia, all those things you said Jenna did, how would she do that in her current situation? There we go. It's not possible. You see why? Ooh. Yikes. That's what I was trying to fix earlier. I am a dumbass. And you see why your statement from earlier is flawed. I lost. I'll stop being hostile towards you and aid you. Isaac. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Mia, can I count on you? Yes, what do you want me to do? Can you chase after them? They shouldn't have gotten far. And this is, yeah, we also, can you take care of Ivan? You owe him that much after you put him in that spot. See, we're throwing shade. We are throwing shade at that. All right, I'll head after them and heal that young man on the way. Now we gotta come up with all this in the next few minutes. But that was the punishment game. He did. There was a big error right there. There was. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do Isaac waits. It could have been a lot. Thank you. It could have been a lot better. I really feel it could have been a lot better. I might make a few adjustments to that, but we're making Mia definitely not. We're making Mia smart. We're definitely making her smart. Isaac, wait. Isaac waits. All right, there we go. Isaac waits. We'll do this. Let's write this. Goddess of Mercury Light. We'll do the same thing. Now we'll word it different. Goddess of Mercury Lighthouse. Friend. We'll say friend. No. Yeah, we'll say friend. There we go. Yeah, we'll say friend. All right. Let's see. Come on. Oh, come on. Let's see. All right, we gotta be specific here. Very, very specific. One thing I don't like about DaVinci Resolve is really good. We just have to be very careful with these like frames right here because this is not flush. Okay, let's see. We are actually at 55 minutes. Holy crap, this is gonna be so long. All right. Huh? Wait. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. So I copied that. I need to actually move this. Yeah, definitely have to move that. This next section is gonna be hard because we have to do a couple things here. Okay, so let's do this. As soon as he as soon as he turns around, we'll have her say it. There we go. Okay. What do we want to do here? Let's see. Um, ask the goddess of this lighthouse to help you. To help you in my absence. It may be. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? I've asked the goddess of Merkin. I asked the goddess of this lighthouse to help you in a sense in my absence. You for a short period. No, for I'll have to think about that because right now he has he has a buff on him. Ah, good. And out of D. I asked the goddess of this lighthouse to help you in my absence. Because Isaac does have the aura. What we could do is just have you'll be able. All right, you should be able to. You should be able. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we'll make it capitalized. Like hose. Lighthouse. One thing I do like here is if this was CapCut, God, this would take so long to actually edit. You should be able to beat Saturos with her help. Okay. Ask the goddess of this lighthouse to help you in my absence. No, 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 no. This is great because this is there's been issues where I just completely miss things. All right. Now we can do this. This may get kind of annoying right here, but we'll be able to do this right. Copy. All right. One problem with oh shit. One problem with this, which I'm going to show in a second, is with CapCut, I was able just to move things around. With this, no, I have to actually manually adjust the positioning over here, which is kind of annoying, but it really, really, really it helps getting everything pinpoint and precise, but it can get really annoying. Let's see. As such, we got to move this over here a little bit. Bring it downwards. There we go. No, that's fine. Hmm. Yeah, we have to be very careful here. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, let's get this. Move this over a little bit. There we go. There we go. And it's not bad because again, it's great that we can actually do this, but it's kind of annoying when you just want to drag things on top of each other. But if you have OCD, then this is perfect. It's not gonna be 100% perfect because this. What I should do is I would have to move this to the bottom, just move that up top. But again, no one's gonna be looking this close at that. Well, how far away this is. This is fine. That's totally fine. For future videos, I'll put the portrait on the bottom and we'll put the frame on top. But this is fine. Like, we're not gonna be too crazy about it. And we have to actually reduce this because this is way too much. 4.5 seconds is fine for people to read. All right. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Is that? Wait a minute, that does look kind of. Huh. It looks weirder here than the other ones. I'll probably have to just adjust this later for that. But yeah, this kind of looks weird. I'll figure it out later. But I've not used her. I've not used this like at all yet. Like her portrait. A couple of things before you go. You. Fuck. I actually have to go back to this. All the way back here. Look how long that is. That's so long. It's right here. All right. You can't even properly defend yourself. All right. Oops. Full of things before you go. Earlier, that I couldn't. Myself. I have to actually try to fill in all these things right here. Like we have so much wiggle room still. Yeah, we do. Let's see. Let's see. I could always. I could always defend myself. I just chose not to. but didn't use it. All right. We'll have Isaac just stay back there, not saying anything. Let's see. Why didn't you use it? Wouldn't that have helped? Wouldn't that have helped? Let's just say I need music to think. Let's listen to Golden music for a little bit. We need to think here. Oh, perfect. Wouldn't that have? Wouldn't that have? Wouldn't that have? Yes. Okay. Let's see. We'll do a funny. Kind-hearted fool. Let's say part of myself is a kind-hearted fool. Yeah, I think that works. Wait. Part of me. We're definitely gonna do we're gonna have fun with this. All right. Okay. It should be hyphenated. I think it is. Let me actually do that. What? Yeah, it is. It is. All right. Let's see. Where is it? We have so much things right now. All right. All right. There we go. I have to move this down a little bit. The fun part is gonna be having to watch this whole thing over again just to make sure things are good. There we go. them bicker from time to time. Coming from the person who was just outsmarted. ... I might have to add some more stuff there. Let's see. Me infighting. There we go. There, that's better. All right. We'll do like a couple more, then we should be good. Into. And we'll have Mia say one last sassy remark. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here. All right, we just need to extend this for like 2 more sections, that we should be good to go. Wait a minute, what? Oh. All right. That should be fine. Save it. I'll have to bring this up a little bit. There we go. There's so many assets here now. Copy. And that should do it. Oh. Okay, that should do it. Okay. Hmm. Five minutes and 12 seconds. She's not a sore loser rapper. Yeah, I'll have to extend this a couple more. Just a little bit more. Should be fine. Yep, good call. The good thing is, there's nothing really happening in this scene to make it annoying when it comes to cutting. Okay. This right here. Okay. Anyway, so I see Jenna there. I won't do anything for now. You brought up a good point earlier. Damn, I have to send this again. Also, shout out to Garrett. He's really holding down the line. It makes sense. All right, next. Let's see. Nice. Fuck! Yeah, I had to explain. Damn it! I had to explain. Alright, I had to explain something, but it's fine. Put it at 56 minutes. I forgot to do so. Alright. There you go. Where's the fun in that? Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird for Lot. It's very, very weird for Lot. I've been using it like this for like the longest time. It's so weird. It's like with like with all rights. Like this is the old spelling of all right, but people will say, "Oh, you spelled all right wrong." No, that's how it used to be, but we just changed it into all right. Yeah. Nah, we won't. We won't say that. We won't say that. We won't say that. All right, we'll make this. How long is this? Damn. All right, that's what it is. It does evolve. It does evolve. All right. I'm gonna copy all this. Copy it. Back to all right. 56 minutes. This is actually 56 minutes. Holy shit. Yeah, 56 minutes. Okay. Again, shout outs to Garrett. He's putting in work. But the next one will definitely just be the next one is definitely gonna have just all action in it. This one was just more so just on a lot of world building. Oh shit. I'll get to there when we get to there. All right. All right. Mia, one last question. Yes, he is holding down the line down there. Garrett's putting in work. And also, rip Ivan. Ivan's the true hero. Here's the fun one. I can explain this before I forget. There we go. My. Wow. Okay. I don't know why I wrote what my. There we go. Definitely in the next one, Ivan's gonna be putting in work. There we go. All right. We're gonna be very dark with this. That's simple. There's a reason. Just hear me out. That's simple. Your body is made mostly of water, which includes your blood. Damn, really? How appropriate. Me as a true villain. We did a thing here. I used that ice to mask that, so you wouldn't notice your temperature rising. Let's see. Which includes your blood. If you're lying or under duress, the water temperature in your body heats up. All right, we'll keep this very cryptic. How do you know that? There we go. Keep it very cryptic. All right. And I'll just have to shorten this up. Damn it! Ah, so close. How did you know that? Practice. All right. We'll do this. Me as the true villain. It's a little bit smaller. I use that ice to mask that, so you wouldn't notice your temperature rising at all. That's simple. Your body's made mostly of water, which includes your blood. If you're lying or under duress, the water temperature in your body heats up. Oh, wait a minute. Alright. We'll make it more silly. Which I used. All right, that is pretty crazy. That's simple. Your body's mostly made of water, which includes your blood, which I used. All right. Yep. Mia is the true villain. Okay. All right, Poppy. All right. Do I have enough space here? All right. I do not have space because this is for. I think I do actually. All right. I think it's best not to ask you. Okay. So for now, I think we're good. Let's see up until what we've added, then we think we should be good. So it should be right here. All right. Let's see. 56 minutes. All right, we'll fix that on the way over there. Well, actually, I'll fix it right now. Missing the two. After not. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I think it's best to not ask you. Yep. Do I have enough space for that? I think it's not. It's best not to. Here we go. All right. Okay, let's see what we got, and we should be good. I messed this one up. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one. Wait, why is that all the way? Ew. Oh, yeah, ew. That should not be. Whoa. I mean, it's not a big deal, but damn, that's. This is. Oh. Yeah, this is where things get messed up. Yeah, we gotta move this all the way up here. There we go. We have to be very careful. All right, we're good. The positioning is gonna kind of like screw us up a little bit. There we go. It's gonna be weird just because. No, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Let's save it and we'll see. All right, so we can adjust this. Let's fix that, because that will bother me so much. A couple things before you go. Couple of things before you go. Earlier, you said that I couldn't properly defend myself. Wait a minute. I could always defend myself. I just chose not to, comma. There we go. There does not need to be a question mark right there. I could always defend myself. I just chose not to. I have a weapon, but didn't use it. Why didn't you use it then? Wouldn't that have helped? Let's say part of me is a kind-hearted fool. That part of me didn't want to use it. There we go. That part of me didn't want to use it. Let's move this up a little tiny bit. Wait, why? There we go. Really? Wait, what? There we go. What? How dare you? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, yeah, because he has a portrait now. I was like, I thought the whole Ivan's hole. We're calling it Ivan's hole. Ivan's hole. I thought Ivan's hole disappeared for a second. Just an internal issue I have to deal with later. Don't do anything for now. Okay. You brought up a good point earlier. Holy shit! Ooh, ooh, yeah. I didn't do this right here. Yeah, we see. This is why we review things. So I have to add a little section right here. Anyways, if I see Jenna there, I won't do anything for now. You brought up a good point earlier. I don't know what's going on, but I think it'll be best if I don't act rash. All right, so I need to find something here. What do I want to do here? Anyways, if I see Jenna, I won't do anything for now. You brought up a good point earlier. I'll assess the situation and act accordingly. I'll assess the situation and act accordingly. There we go. Much better. I'll assess the situation and act accordingly. Holy shit, that was kind of scary. All right. Okay. This has to be right here. Because we have to give a little space for the sentence to actually finish. Wait. Practice. All right, and I gotta shorten this one up too. And I think, yeah, I gotta shorten that up a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. All right, I think we're good. Let's just make sure the last effect is good. Then tomorrow I'll do my last checks with this. Perfect. All right. This is finally done. We'll save it. Everything good? Hold on. And that sound clip at the end is good. Okay, so 56 minutes. 56 minutes is what we're at. I'm not gonna add any more minutes to this. We're good. So tomorrow I'm gonna do my last review of this. We should be good to go afterwards. I'm gonna wait till December 1st to release this, which is 2 days from now. I want to be sure everything is 100% good. I'm gonna export a file just in case, because we don't want that same issue that happened last time. So I'm gonna wrap this up right now. I'll export a file and we'll go from there. Anyways, good stuff. Enjoy the VOD. This is finally done. Take care, everybody. We out. Good night.